Hi everyone, and thanks again for tuning into another one of our YouTube videos here. Today we're going to be talking about the H-1B and how it compares to the O-1. It's an incredibly popular visa, and we'll show you briefly why. The H-1B is known as the Specialty Occupation Visa. So it's for those people who have a bachelor's degree or better, or an equivalent, and have an employer here in the US that they want to work for. It's typically just one person and working for one company in a very clearly defined role. They do need to stipulate ahead of time how much they're going to pay you, and then that wage gets compared to those who are doing that job here, and you need to make sure that it's a fair wage. Now this year there was over 233,000 H-1B petitions filed for only 65,000 visas. So it's more or less a 1 in 4 chance of getting this visa. It's a lottery system, and these things are very competitive. Needless to say, we find a lot of people who have applied for this visa, were all set to go, but just didn't get chosen in the lottery. Now, if you want to get any more information about this H-1B, I suggest you check out the USCIS website, and we've got a link here for you to check out. But for those who were unsuccessful in the H-1B, some of you may have the option of the O-1 visa. Now, the O-1 visa is typically for individuals who possess extraordinary ability in the science, arts, education, business, or athletics. Now, we do have a quote here from one of our earlier webinars. You'll hear the voice of Raquel Milstein. She's a leading immigration attorney here in New York, and she specializes in the O-1 visa. So let's take a quick listen.
Give you a little bit of background in terms of what the O-1 is and what's required. There's certain points that are essential to understand, and first and foremost, it's a work visa. It's a temporary work visa. And so you must be coming here with plans to work in the United States and not just to find work, which is really important. Second element is that a petitioner is required. Some people refer to it as a sponsor, but it is a petitioner, which could be an employer or it could be an agent, and I can get into that a little bit later. And the third and most important element is really about you and your achievements and your background, and documenting that with substantial evidence. So as each field of work is different, there's different types of evidence that's required. And one other thing to note also is people refer to this visa as an artist visa, but in fact it applies to all types of work in all industries, from sciences, math, athletics, you name it. So really anyone, as long as you can qualify, can apply for the O-1 visa.
Now, if you want to get more information, I'd like to point you guys to our website in the Ask a Lawyer section, and you can see that there's a whole range of different questions that we've had people ask in our websites or in some of our various phone calls, and we've got a list of different responses here that you can also have a look at. But let's take a little bit of time here and compare them side by side, the H-1B and the O-1. The duration of the H-1B is 3 years, but can be extended up to 6 years. If you've reached your 6-year limit, you have to leave the US for at least another year before applying for another H-1B, or apply for another kind of visa, such as the O-1. With the O-1, the initial visa is granted for up to 3 years, with unlimited extensions of up to a year at a time if you keep the same sponsor. If you change to another sponsor, you are entitled to another 3 years. Now, both the H-1B and the O-1 can be a pathway to permanent residency in the US, or a green card. This means that an H-1B and an O-1 visa holder are allowed to apply for the green card. The H-1B and the O-1 visa holders can bring their spouse and dependents under 21 with them to the US. Currently, for both visas, both spouses and dependents can't work. The H-1B has a quota, and applications are due by a certain time, and you need a bachelor's degree or higher. With the O-1 visa, there is no quota. You can apply for this visa at any time. No bachelor's degree is necessary. Now, both visas require a sponsor. Now, with regards to the H-1B, that sponsor has to be an employer. With the O-1, the sponsor can either be an employer, in which case you can only work for them, or it can act as your agent, which will enable you to work for multiple employers. And for most freelancers we work with, that's going to be the best for them. Again, if you have any inquiries, you can contact us via the website or set up a free consultation. We'll be happy to talk to you any time. Thanks for watching this video.